It's a great play right there. We're gonna look real quick. This is the previous play. Brendan Dyer, see how his ankle turns. Can't really see it there, but definitely can see a little bit of off-balance pain.
All served by Hunt. And that goes in. 25-19, 6-point lead here in the first game. (25-19) Hawaii over Alberta. Coming up at the end of this game, player from, well, at the end of this match, I should say, a player from each team will be selected as the most valuable, sponsored by Bank of Hawaii. Nault goes outside, and that ball is hit long. So Leisky unable to get it in, and Hawaii starting to cozy up.
I think Alberta might have actually hit that ball in the corner. UH gets a free point.
Serving again is Hunt. Nault. And trying to baby it across that time was DeRocco. So it's 27-19, and Hawaii just has separated. They have pulled away.
Alberta going back to their starting setter right now. DeRocco back into the game for Nault.
That's Mike DeRocco. So the two brothers are in there. Mike DeRocco and Jason DeRocco. Serving is Hunt. And that was shanked, but a good save there by a player just into the game, Olmstead. And the ball is hit over and then saved again by Matson. He's amazing. Hit again. That ball is off the block. And it will be a point for Alberta.
It's a huge dig right there by Matson. Josh Walker actually exploded on this ball, but just lift the ball straight up, giving them opportunity to get a huge block right there.
Murta to serve. Murta gets it across. Walker, Zemyak, and that time Umlauf hits it wide. So now it's 27-21, but Hawaii has a lot of wiggle room here, courtesy of their play earlier in this game. Murta to serve again for Alberta. Cervantes, Zemyak, Walker off the block. Walker hit that off Olmstead.
I like that play right there. Did something a little unconventional. Josh Walker comes in from the outside and hits a 2-ball right over the middle, getting a nice kill.
Serving will be Dyer. He was limping moments ago, but he appears to have steadied himself. 28-21. That ball is in. That's dug up by DeRocco. Then it goes to Mike DeRocco. And the ball is hit. And that will be a point for Alberta. One off the block. Here's Olmstead. Jay Olmstead. He's from Edmonton. Serves. Cervantes, Zemyak, Umlauf. Right there is DeRocco to Mike DeRocco. Ball is hit over and in by Yarmouth.
Hawaii needs to push this game right now. Even if they have a comfortable lead, you definitely want to make sure the other team knows you're here to play. Can't let them back in the game.
So Alberta playing with their backs to the wall here in this first game. 23 serving 28. Olmstead serves, but he serves it into the net. Tried to boom it. And Zemyak will go back to serve. 29-23, aloha ball in the first game for Hawaii. Excellent performance by this Hawaii team in the first game. And a lot of it due to Zemyak. Gets it in the air. DeRocco outside, and again, it is Yarmouth. 29-24. Yarmouth to serve. Alberta must play perfectly. Gets it in. Cervantes. outside. And that ball is good. As finally ending it was Umlauf. Hawaii wins the first game 30-24. Still, when you consider how close both teams were last night, this is a dominant performance in the first game. The 76 leaderboard is sponsored by 76 Gasoline, provided in Hawaii by locally owned Midpack Petroleum. MPSF Diggs, Eric Shoji, son of the coach. And he's at Stanford. He leads the MPSF in digs, 3.32% or per game. And Andy McGuire of Santa Barbara. Ali'i Keohoho from Cal State Northridge. Mark Boss from Pacific. And fifth is Rick Cervantes. Hawaii wins the first game of this exhibition match. First game that they've been able to celebrate victory in 2 nights. So we'll see how things develop here as we go into the second game.
Looks like Alberta is going to stick with who they started with last game, with Nault back in setting. One needs to keep the pressure on this game. You need to go into the tunnel 2-0. Keep the momentum on their side. One of the keys to that first game is Leisky, who led the team last night with 12 kills. Only has 2 kills right now, is hitting negative .429, so they need to get him going if they want to have a shot.
And he was yanked.
Yeah.
In that first game. So Zemyak will start the second game. Serving for Hawaii. That's long. Seems that Alberta is refreshed and ready to put more effort into this second game. They don't like the fact that they were almost dominated in that first game. Yarmak serving. That's long. So we're tied at 1. I'm kind of surprised that Nault is still in there as the setter, because as soon as Mike DeRocco went in, there were points galore.
Yep.
Here's Walker. In the air by DeRocco. Nault. Jason DeRocco almost knocks over Walker in the back row. Walker may have tried to get out of the way, but he couldn't do it.
Looked like he's playing dodgeball right there. Josh tried to dive out of the way, but got it right in the chest instead.
Lidster to serve. Gets it in. Cervantes in the air. And that ball is off the block and out by Hunt.
Hunt swinging smart once again. Seeing that the line's open with 2 big blocks, attacks the inside hand, getting a nice kill off Leisky.
Rawson will serve. Nault. And Leisky able to push it, and that ball went off Hunt.
It's a different kill right there. Leisky usually brings the power, but barely hit the ball over the block of Steve Hunt. Anything that goes down is a kill. You take whatever you get.
3-2 in favor of Alberta in the second game. Leisky will serve. That ball is dug up by Hunt. Pushed over. And let's see.
They called a net right there.
Net on Alberta. Nault. Yes, you're right. Serving will be Umlauf. And we are tied at 3. Umloft off the tape that gets in. Nault goes outside to Duraco. That's saved by Cervantes. That's chased down by Zemyak. And that ball is saved on that hit by Dyer. Here's Umloft. Umloft hits it off the triple block. Worked it off of Nault.
One thing you might not notice on the play, but is huge, is Brendan Dyer covering this block. Umloft able on this play to squeak the ball past the Golden Bears. They only have 2 blocks tonight. Last night they had 16.
Umloft to serve again. For serving 3. And that's long. So Jason Duraco will go back to serve for Alberta.